Okay, Gemini, this one is for you. Sun, moon, and rising. So if you don't know your moon and rising sign, you'll have to have an astrology chart done. I would suggest finding a really good astrologer. There are some websites online also where you can type in your birth information, but you also need to know your time of birth and you can get your chart there. I don't have those sites memorized, but you can Google them. Okay, Gemini, let's see what's coming up for you this month. So for the month of August, for the highest and greatest good, to do no harm, but that which will most serve those who are watching this video. Well, right off the bat, we need to take time out for ourselves. And when I say we, I mean you, because I'm not a Gemini. Okay, so for all of you Geminis watching this, it's time to take some time away for yourself. Listen, I want to say go inside. So get out of here. This can get us into trouble. Come into the heart center, come into the solar plexus chakra. That's your power center. I hear love, life, and laughter, how important that is to laugh, to be able to laugh, even at our craziness, at this hot mess we can become. I also get an internal conflict. Well, isn't that interesting too? Because Gemini are the twins. So they're, they're black and white. Two sides, two sides. I hear two sides. Um, Going within, again, going within. So this is going to be really important to step back, and if you don't meditate, you should be meditating, and if you are meditating, maybe increase it a little bit. You could do it at the same time each and every day, which makes it easier once you get into that habit of meditating. Even if you can only do it for a few minutes, it's going to benefit you. I do feel like some of you are going to be pretty passive aggressive too. Poke and run. Maybe don't do that. Don't poke the bear. And also, when you're listening, listen to listen, not to respond. Listen so that you're hearing what's being said, and then let that soak into your heart center and think about and ponder that before you respond. I'm getting the word Davies, and my right shoulder just started to kind of, it feels as if somebody's carrying a lot on their shoulders, but it could also be an injury because I'm specifically feeling it over on the right side. Or you may tend to carry stuff on one side versus another. So whenever we feel pains, I'm going to take a look at a website real quick and I'll be right. Okay, so I will copy a link to this website so you can read this. But real quick, it's talking about um, oh, it says a person who has larger shoulders is more masculine being with a higher number of masculine hormones. Did not know that. Okay, people with lowered shoulders are in general innocuous with little aggressiveness, although sometimes their behavior seems to indicate the opposite, albeit unsuccessfully. So I'm not going to read all of this because it's pretty lengthy, but like I said, I'll post it in with the link. Oh, I'll post the link when I post the video. How's that? Okay. I do hear trust yourself, and I do also, I think I've got this for every sign so far, but you need to pay attention to how you're treating people. How you're treating people you don't know, how you're treating people you do know. Kindness matters because we're all dealing with something. So that seems to be a pretty big theme in most of our lives. So pay attention to that energy because what you put out, you get back. And if you don't want it back, maybe don't send it out. Some of you are going to be moving. Now I have a friend who's a Gemini, and I do believe she's moving this month, or next month, I should say, because it's still July. But so that could be. No, more than her, I get more than her. There's going to be several. Um, Somebody who's a gentleman watching this will be moving, and it's going to surprise him when he moves. They're pulling me to the dragon. Dragon is Aries. Um, So maybe that person is connected, this Cancer is connected to a dragon or to an Aries. Or they like dragons, they collect them maybe. Um, I I also feel like you are spoon feeding information to somebody. You're just giving them enough. Um, I feel like you need to kind of open that. Instead of giving them a spoon, maybe get a shovel. Give them a little more information than what you're doing. Getting that passive aggressive thing again. Just freaking let it go. It's like, just let it go. Okay. Um, and then it also gives me this feeling of wanting something better for ourselves. Now, we all do. You don't have to be psychic to know that. But it feels like just 2 more days. Just 2 more days. I just only have to wait 2 more days. So, what I want to tell you about that is step into your power and stop waiting for 2 more days. Own it today. Own it today like it's yours and watch it manifest. So, own it today. That is my tip for you. Okay, guys, thank you for playing along. Thank you for watching. Again, if you would like a specific video or if you would like a reading, a personal reading, you can schedule that through my website. If you need assistance, reach out to me and I'll help you as I can. Okay. And thank you.